Welcome to A Victim Bites Back with me, Jonathan King, waiting to have lunch with Paul Gambaccini, who's on his way, while I read the Times. We're in the Park restaurant, brilliant new restaurant, owned and run by Jeremy King, no relation. I wanted to talk a little bit, believe it or not, about Donald Trump. I have to say, although I disagree with almost all his policies, and I don't think I'd like him as a human being, I'm absolutely delighted by the fact that he refuses to obey the convention. I love it when he goes on to make his speech on the United Nations and moans about the escalator not working and the teleprompter not working. I think the way he treats convention and the media is fantastic, and I really admire him for doing that. Anyway, that's Donald Trump. As I said, I really don't like his policies. I don't think I'd like him as a human being, but you've got to admire him. And at the United Nations, of course, one of the major things they talked about was acknowledging Palestine as a separate country and state. Obviously well overdue, and I've been rooting for that for years. But Daniel Finkelstein in the Times was so good this week. He pointed out that the way Keir Starmer has done it is all wrong. His timing is wrong. I do agree with him. The hostages have got to be released first, and the new Palestinian Authority has to be efficient. I travelled to my dentist in the first time in one of those Tesla electric cars through Uber. And I have to say, very comfortable, very silent, very efficient, full of admiration for it. I was on my way to my dentist. I've been going to the same dentist now for 75 or 76 years. Since I was a tiny baby, my mother took me to this dentist. The practice remains the same, although the dentists in it have changed. And I went there again, and I do every year for my checkup.
Film of the week, one battle after another. I can't really review this film because it's unlike any film I've ever seen, and you may well decide after you've seen it that it's the best film you've ever seen, or you may not understand it at all. All I have to say is Leonardo DiCaprio's best acting performance, and that includes Titanic. But actually the movie is stolen by Sean Penn, who is absolutely incredible in it. It's a very unusual, very weird movie. I can't tell you a thing about it, except personally, I thoroughly recommend it. That's all for this week. A Victim Bites back again in a few days' time.